When in your life do you get the chance to focus purely on developing yourself as an individual? The general education is all about you developing the fullness of your potential, even in areas you may not realize you have interest and potential. And sometimes it's hard to know that when you're just coming out of high school. You don't necessarily know that you like some of the subjects you haven't had a chance to explore. The general education is all about exploration and also finding interests, finding problems in areas that you didn't even realize they existed. This is what is developing the fullness of yourself. I think a lot of times people, when they come into college, they're thinking, what's going to be my job? There is so much more to your life than your job. Of course, the general education is going to prepare you for a multitude of careers in a wide variety of areas. What do employers most want? Not specific job training. Employers say in survey after survey, what they want are students who can speak well, who can write well, who can solve problems creatively, who can think critically, and who can work well with other people. The general education is particularly focused on giving you those very versatile skills that can be applied to any job, no matter what you do. A lot of the jobs that you'll find over the course of your life haven't even been invented yet. And so the general education gives you adaptability, it gives you versatility, and there's nothing more marketable than that. But what the general education is really seeking to do is to help you to understand those big questions of life that are much more than your job. How are you going to vote? What should the community do with this green space? What's it all about? What's the cosmos all about? And these are questions that come to all of us sooner or later. And the general education is about helping you to know that there are answers out there and there are methods to those answers, whether it's through science, whether it's through literature and history, whether it's through communication studies or political science. And you don't necessarily know that until you've had a chance to explore in those variety of areas. I teach world civilizations and I teach European history. And I consider those courses to be really fundamental to producing global citizens. Students tell me all the time that they read the news differently or watch the news differently after they've taken one of my classes because they understand the historical roots of the situations that we have today. Francis Bacon, who was a 17th century writer and philosopher, said famously, knowledge is power. If you know the roots of the situations that we have in the world today, you are empowered to do something about that as a global citizen. And those are the kinds of resources that the general education is going to provide you as a student.